Hello, how are you, Amanda? Brow artist. I love drawing on my brows, and every once in a while I need to do a new tutorial. I'm trying to do them more frequently because I get asked about them a lot. I think they're pretty nice looking brows when I get them on. I was an overplucker and they have slowly, it's taken a lot of time to just grow them back. I don't use serums. My sisters never came back, but we do draw them on. And I use two colors that I really like. I use Trust and I use Oak. I find these to be pretty universal with a lot of people. It just depends. So if you want to get a color match on your brows, send me a picture and we can find you an eyeshadow. But I love our brow wax and I like using it with eyeshadows. I just feel there's more longevity using the shadows and a more natural look than using the contours. That's just me, in my opinion. Plus there's so many brown options. Okay, this is the line brush. It's so good. And I combed them out, kind of got them in shape. They're very sparse and splotchy on the outside, and then they stop short. Now I am 43 and I want my eyes to look wider, lifted. So there's a couple things that I like to do that. And I'm gonna go in with my line brush and I'm gonna start with creating a base for my brow. So I start on my inner corner here and I outline my bottom half of my brow. So I draw what I call the hard line and I follow this up and over, okay? And I like having this in a palette too. There is currently one available, grab it. I use the heck out of them, okay? I keep them for powders. This is, I mean, if you know, you know. I've been using this puppy forever, for over 4 years. Okay, so we're just grabbing it and we're just gonna keep pulling this out and my brow ends here. I'm going to extend it out here. Okay, we just go straight out, not down, not way up. I'm not Spock, I'm just a mom. So I go straight out, grabbing some more. We're gonna go about 1/4 of the way in and I'm gonna do the same hard line on the top. I'm gonna create that arch and then I'm gonna follow that down and I'm gonna meet the tail out here. That is my base brow, but because I want to elongate my eye, give it a more youthful look, I'm going to break a little rule. Everybody does this nostril to eye line to tell you where to start. I'm going to go 1 millimeter or 2 in. So we're just going to grab it. We're going to go to that front corner, that 1 millimeter or 2 in, and I'm going to extend my brows inward, just like that. Okay? So instead of it being here, I've got just it's just that difference that makes a difference. All right, now I'm gonna blend those 2 hard lines in. So I'm gonna fill in my brow using the 2 hard lines I've already drawn on. Same thing here. As I move in, I start flicking up and blending out and blending in. So I have this little flick in the front, this hard line at the bottom, and then I push this hard line in and fade it in, okay? I'm going to take some setting spray. I'm going to spray my brow wax. Everybody's brow wax gets a little gunky, so don't judge mine. All right, so I'm going to swirl it around. It's activated by moisture, so if you find that it's dry, you spray it with either water or setting spray, and that's it. All right, take your spoolie, and you're just going to comb up, and this is going to pick up excess powder, but it's also going to, by rubbing it into the wax, it's going to put everything, all the hairs in order so you don't end up with some wild wizard hair. That is a nice, if you like structured brows, which I do, this is your brow. And I like having that extra length. It's so good. Okay, we're gonna grab that Trust color again, starting on that inner corner, drawing that hard line. And when you figure out how you like your brows shaped, and go get those stencils and stencil a shape you like. And when you figure your shape out, and you start doing it every day, you're gonna get a lot faster. I can bang my brows out pretty quick, but when I'm talking through it, it does take a little extra time, but having it in a palette too makes everything so much easier because you could get right up in your business and it's right here by your face. So you're not getting, it sounds so silly to be like, you don't have to go tap on your desk, but it's just that little fraction of a second that makes a difference. And that's why I like when we can put things all in one palette. And I like using a palette too, so I'm not flipping between layers. And that's the method to my madness. I like having a small mirror. I use this thing also when I'm doing my eyeshadow, just to be able to see what I'm doing. And then I do tap all the way down at the table. But that's my brows. I did it 5 minutes with a lot of talking. Have